favorite scary movie. Do you mind if I put my arm around you?
Horror remakes tend to be a dicey prospect, but Martin Scorsese made one of the best horror remakes of all time with 1991's Cape Fear. Like I said, this is a remake of a movie of the same name released in 1962, starring Robert Mitchum and Gregory Peck. This remake, however, stars Robert De Niro and Nick Nolte, the former of whom in their seventh collaboration with Scorsese. It tells the story of a lawyer played by Nick Nolte who is stalked by a man named Max Cady, played by De Niro. Cady was put away in prison by this lawyer, and when he makes parole, he decides that he's going to make Nolte's character's life a living hell. Not just Nolte, but his wife and his young daughter, played by Juliette Lewis. In my research, I found this movie was actually supposed to be directed by Steven Spielberg, but he found the screenplay too violent, and so Universal tapped Scorsese. Scorsese took the job out of as a bit of a thank you because the last film he directed was The Last Temptation of Christ, a movie that pleased absolutely nobody for a lot of reasons. And so, as a thank you for Universal backing him up, he was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take this gig." And of course, he cast Robert De Niro, we all know their relationship, and Nick Nolte, who he had worked with on New York Stories. This isn't really a horror film in the sense that this isn't like Halloween where Max Cady is like Michael Myers just slashing everything in sight. This is more psychological. Max Cady has nothing to lose. He's basically lost everything, and he has spent a good chunk of time fixating on his mission, which is to get back at the man who put him in prison. Not just like he plays mind games with the man pretty much. Like it's like going into the same movie theater that his family is in and just annoying them, stalking his daughter. It gets genuinely disturbing at times. Robert De Niro absolutely crushes it. Nick Nolte crushes it. Really, it's Scorsese doing horror. I'm kind of surprised he didn't do more of them in his career. I'm covering one of his other movies, or one of his other horror movies for the 99 Project called Bringing Out the Dead. I haven't seen it yet, but I've heard nothing but good things, so I'm looking forward to it. Nick Nolte actually slimmed down for this role, while Robert De Niro actually gained muscle. One of the scarier parts of the movie is just seeing how Max Cady looks. He's got the crazy tattoos, he's stick thin, he wears Hawaiian shirts. For all you wrestling fans out there, the wrestler known as Bray Wyatt, rest in peace, pretty much was inspired by this movie to create the Bray Wyatt character. That and Waylon Mercy, but that's a whole nother story entirely. And I won't spoil it here, but the climax of the movie is genuinely nerve-wracking stuff. It's basically everything that has been leading up to this has just comes to a head, and all the legal battles and all the legalese are just thrown out the window. It's just one man protecting his family against a genuine lunatic. I'm giving this an amazing grade. It's one of the best horror remakes of all time. If somehow you have not seen this movie, do yourself a favor and watch it.